How's everybody doing, man? I'm gonna ruffle some goddamn feathers today. They're gonna try to kill me over this shit, people, but I'm gonna tell you the goddamn truth. Uh, Israel, I'm gonna take you on a goddamn journey, okay? Journey through history. The Israel that we have today, uh, to be a Jew is to be a Semetic peoples. A Semitic person is a person of pigment. You gotta have melanin, people. And so the Jews, as we'll call them, of today that live in Israel, only about 0.5% of them would even be considered a Semitic peoples. You gotta have 12% nigganese in you. Okay, you gotta have 12% nigganese or more to be considered a melanated person. That's 0.5% of their population in Israel. So the people that run around and tell you all goddamn day long that you're an anti-Semite are a non-Semitic fucking peoples. Make it make goddamn sense, people. They're a bunch of fucking snow bunnies from goddamn Eastern Europe. They've never known a home because everywhere they go, they do fuck shit. I'm here to tell you. I mean, they're still my goddamn peoples, but anywhere they go, they're Canaanites, people. They're goddamn Canaanites. I'm a goddamn Canaanite. I'm a Canaanite more. And so, you know what I'm saying? I know who they are. They're everywhere they go, they get involved in some fuck shit. You know, it's just in it's in the goddamn Canaanite blood. From the moment Cain killed Abel, they've been on fuck shit. They've never known anything else other than fuck shit. And so I'm gonna take you on a little journey here and connect the dots for people, man. The years ago, I'm gonna take you back to we're gonna go back to 12,000 years ago. At that time, and I'm gonna give you guys the proof, all the proof you need. The Americas, the map that you're shown is not really what the fuck the place looks like, okay? It's just not, people. Years ago, you had Africa, and they tell you now that Africa was connected to the goddamn Americas. No, it was not. There was Antarctica, well, it was Atlantis at the time. What they call Antarctica is the ice wall. Atlantis was pushed through the ice wall. Now, you have what they call, when you look at fucking Africa, Northern Africa, you got goddamn pyramids there, people. Antarctica, Atlantis, has goddamn pyramids. Go to South America, they've got goddamn pyramids. Now, go to the fossil records. We have large mammals still on Africa to this day. They found large mammals. They found mastodons and woolly mammoths on goddamn Antarctica. Guess where else they had large mammal records? The giant sloths and all that shit. Guess what they had in the Americas? We find woolly mammoths and mastodons all the goddamn time in the Americas. When people are plowing their fucking fields, we find the remains. Because they were all one goddamn landmass, people. Now, when you go back 12,000 years to 24,000 years, roughly, I'm a little bit off on that. I'm not, it doesn't, you don't need the exact fucking number of years, people. When you go to Belize to this day, there's gigantic busts. They're giant heads that were carved. They were carved over 12,000 years ago. They were carved between 12,000 and 24,000 years ago, prior to the last ice age. Now, when you look at these head busts, what do you see? They tell you in the Americas, you have Native Americans, but then you have the peoples that were indigenous to the Americas. The indigenous peoples were black. When you look at the busts of Belize, the head busts, you look at them and you're like, that's a goddamn nigga. It's nothing, like there's not even a doubt in your fucking mind. It's somebody with a broad nose, large facial structure, brows. It's a guy, it's a black person. They were here first. Now, it was about 11,500 years ago or so was the last ice age. When it was ending, there was a land bridge that was created. And then you had the people from the Asiatic countries, they migrated through. That's why you still got Eskimos and shit like that up around Alaska. But they migrated down, they integrated in. And so then you got your brown people, you got Latinos, you got all that shit going on, people. And so then you got your Native American tribes, and then you got your black tribes. But literally sorry, I had to collect my thoughts on how I want to say this exactly. The Semetic peoples of the Americas the Semetic peoples of the Americas, Northern Africa, and the Middle East are the 10 tribes. Now, there were 12 tribes, but 2 of those tribes disappeared during Noah's day. But those are the people. The black Americans are black nobility. A lot of them have Moorish blood in them. I mean, we've become a land of Gentiles over time, so we're a melting pot here in the Americas. But that's the God's honest truth. The Americas is where they're talking to me. The Americas is where a large portion of what's recorded in the Bible occurred. There and then the Middle East, Northern Africa. Of course, Northern Africa to this day, you have the Ethiopians, which are devout Christians. Why? Because that's where the shit unfolded at, people. But those are the real Semitic fucking peoples, not a bunch of snow bunnies from Eastern Europe that are goddamn Canaanites. The blacks of the goddamn Americas, the blacks of goddamn Northern Africa, and then your melanated peoples of the Middle East, that is your black nobility. I'm so sick of fucking Israel shit, people. Fuck you, Israel. Fuck you. Well, all you guys want to do is goddamn pray to Lucifer. Everywhere you fucking touch is fucked up. Everywhere you fucking go is fucked up. And it's been cycle after goddamn cycle after cycle after cycle. And the only time you fuckers act right is when you're living with the goddamn house of David. It's fucking astonishing, people. It's astonishing. But that's what allowed all this to come to pass, specifically in America, people. Everybody talks about there's black slaves. Dude, that's an okie doke, man. There are blacks, real true people that did descend from slaves in the United States. The overwhelming majority of the blacks have been here. They're not descended from slaves, people. What happened was there was the goddamn mud flood. When the mud flood happened in the United States, it killed off a massive number of people. Simultaneously, you had the European people migrate here. They inherited most of the structure here. They didn't create that. That was created by the goddamn Moors. So with that, I'm going to leave it at that. That's the Paul Harvey. But, to be a Jew is to be a Semitic person. You got to have goddamn melanin. You got to be a pigmented goddamn fucking person to be a Semitic person. To be a Jew is to be a Semitic person. So when you have a goddamn people telling you that they're fucking Jewish, they're not goddamn Jewish. What they are is they're Hebrews. A Hebrew is a person that practices goddamn Judaism. They're not fucking real Jews, though, but they practice the religion. They're Hebrew. So with that, peace and blessings be upon your homes.